Legal whiplash in Texas. A pregnant woman with a fatal fetal diagnosis who was granted the right to an abortion is now in legal limbo. That ruling has been put on hold by the Texas Supreme Court. Tonight, Governor Gavin Newsom is weighing in on the case that's gaining national attention. Kate Cox of Texas caught up in a nightmarish battle. Cox, a 31-year-old mother of two, is 20 weeks pregnant with a fetus that has a fatal genetic abnormality. In her battle to get an abortion, her Texas lawsuit states that giving birth could affect the Dallas woman's ability to have more children.
I am going to grant the temporary restraining order.
A Texas judge sided with Cox to allow her to get an abortion, but the Texas Supreme Court blocked that ruling, at least for now. Governor Gavin Newsom on Saturday posted on X, "This is absolutely horrific and absolutely what the GOP wants the rest of America to look like. Kate, California has your back. We remain a safe haven from cruel policies like this. Women that are unable to receive reproductive care are welcome in the state of California." Loyola law professor Jessica Levinson.
The Texas Supreme Court has put the order allowing her to have an abortion on hold. Part of the problem for the plaintiff here is that Texas does have an exception for the life and health of the mother, but that is poorly defined, and many physicians and medical providers are worried about what qualifies when determining whether or not they can provide an abortion.
Texas has one of the country's most restrictive abortion laws, a near total ban on the procedure.
Do we know if there would be any legal consequences for this woman if she came to California to have an abortion?
What we know is that in the Dobbs decision that overturned Roe v. Wade, Justice Brett Kavanaugh, in a concurrence, said he believes the right to travel would prevent states from punishing their residents who go to another state to obtain an abortion.
Cox spoke out in a Texas newspaper op-ed saying, "I do not want to continue the pain and suffering that has plagued this pregnancy," adding, "I don't want my baby to arrive in this world only to watch her suffer." Abortion rights opponents in Texas criticized the judge that ruled in favor of Cox.
What the judge did will create more confusion and ultimately more harm and that's what we're concerned about.
The controversial case is one that could become a major issue in the 2024 presidential race.
I think this is one of those cases that Democrats will absolutely highlight in the race, because one of the things we've seen in the election results is that Republicans may have misjudged the abortion issue. And we have seen that when abortion is a big issue on the ballot, the Democrats tend to do better.
Some legal experts say this could go all the way to the Supreme Court, but Cox's lawyers argue with every day that passes, it increases the risk to her health.